If you're planning a trip to Fort Kochi, here are some of the must-visit places you shouldn't miss. From stunning churches and palaces to vibrant streets and magical sunsets, Fort Kochi is truly a traveler's paradise. Start your journey with Kochi Water Metro. Along the ride you'll see a mix of cityscapes, serene backwaters, container terminal and heritage views, passing landmarks like Willingdon Island, Bolgatti Island and more. And if you're lucky, you might even spot dolphins along the way. Chinese fishing nets. Your trip to Fort Kochi wouldn't be complete without seeing the iconic Chinese fishing nets. These wooden cantilevered shore nets came with Chinese traders centuries ago and are still worked by teams using stone counterweights. These giant nets aren't just historic, they create one of the most unforgettable sunset views. Walk through Vasco da Gama Square and end up at the breezy Fort Kochi beach. Here, heritage meets leisure. Taste the local street food, enjoy fish dishes made from the fresh catch, soak in the sea breeze, and watch the sun dip into the horizon. Our first stop is the Santa Cruz Basilica, built by the Portuguese in the 1500s, used by the Dutch, demolished by the British, and rebuilt in 1905. A 120-year-old church with 500 years of history, known for colorful ceilings, tall arches, and Indo-European Gothic architectural style. Next, take a walk through the colonial streets of Fort Kochi, Princess Street, Rose Street, Burger Street, Peterselli Street, where every corner tells a story. The Portuguese, Dutch, and British influences are alive in the architecture. Nearby stands the St. Francis Church, the oldest European church in India. Simple yet deeply historic, this is where Vasco da Gama, the legendary explorer, was first buried before his remains were moved to Lisbon. Now head to Mattancherry Palace, also known as the Dutch Palace. Gifted by the Portuguese to the King of Kochi, it's famous for its stunning murals depicting scenes from the Ramayana and Hindu mythology, a true fusion of Kerala's tradition and colonial artistry. And next stop, the Jew Street. At the end of the street lies the historic Paradesi Synagogue, the oldest active synagogue in the Commonwealth of Nations. The street itself is vibrant, full of antiques, spices and colorful architecture, reflecting Kochi's multicultural past. For history lovers, the Dutch Cemetery is a must-see. Dating back to 1724, it's one of the oldest European cemeteries in India, a quiet reminder of Kochi's colonial connections. Another gem is the Indo-Portuguese Museum, showcasing rare artifacts from the Portuguese era. It beautifully tells the story of cultural exchange between Europe and Kerala, perfect for anyone curious about Kochi's layered past. Don't miss the parade ground, once used by the Portuguese, Dutch and British for military training and drills, a space where past and present meet beautifully. Around it you'll also find many old Dutch, British and Portuguese buildings now transformed into heritage hotels, boutique stays, cafes, adding to the heritage vibe of Fort Kochi. To round off your trip, take the Ro-Ro ferry. It saves time and offers stunning views of Kochi Harbour, the busy ship channel, Aspinwall House, the iconic Chinese fishing nets, and even the massive container terminal. Trusted by locals, it's the perfect way to end your Fort Kochi experience.